hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What up, fam? Yeah, I had to watch a couple of episodes to decide if I could stand this foolishness. But who the hell am I if I don't bring it to you? Now, everybody knows who the players are. Everybody knows the drama. But let's hit the roll call while I work on remembering their names. First, we got Carry On. Rest assured, him being Kurt Franklin's son will be brought up every chance the show gets. Then we have Anthony giving them I'll be almost sure vibes. We got Curtis from NYC. So don't embarrass us. Dylan, talking about smacking bitches, but I'm guessing his mouth is writing checks that his ass can't cash. Then you have Milan that everybody knows from Love and Hip Hop. I'm guessing he has a turn-up clause in his Zeus contract. There's Moolah Mo, another New Yorker, but I'm gonna be honest. If you're from the city, Rochester doesn't exist unless you got family up there. But we'll let it rock. Oh, and he has a clothing line. And I am shocked that he hasn't been sued by Floyd Mayweather or the Ninja Turtles. Then there's Relly B, who walked in with his eyes half-masked and looking for all the smoke. Then there's William the baddest, throwing up his set. Then Gutta K, who looks pocket-sized and with that tattoo is not afraid to make significant life choices. And interestingly, they gave a title page to Andrew, but no press about his background. Apparently, they delivered his check and he delivered his ass right on home. But we'll delve into that a little further in a minute. We start with Milan beefing with Andrew, saying that all he's doing is running his mouth. Andrew? Running his mouth? I do declare. Andrew is dressed like a Cat Williams joke. A fur coat, a tuxedo, a Gucci belt, and some penny loafers. In the trailer, getting their makeup done, Andrew is still clamoring for camera time. Can we take a moment to acknowledge Big Bro? Big Chris, this man is indeed the hardest working man in show business, and his beard is already going gray from Jocelyn's shenanigans to a group that I'm sure, thought was going to be a bunch of grown-ass men. Fool me once, right, Chris? Carry On says that Andrew is testing everyone, and it was probably a fear mechanism, but all he's doing is bringing out the wolves. While getting his nose contoured, Andrew keeps chirping about everybody else, calling them trailer park trash. Dylan and William the baddest, dressed like George Michael circa 1987 and a TVMA Willy Wonka, take their shots at Andrew as well. You know, Dylan is sounding like a proper tough guy, but I'm sure he'll get his chance to say it with his chest for the rest of the season. Anthony, looking for his own time, is telling Andrew that he need to whoop William. In front of a green screen, Andrew busts out his Ice JJ Fish two-step, and it is infuriating the rest of the cast. But security tells them to leave that boy alone. The next morning, Natalie is getting her makeup done and chatting it up with the talent producers, Matt and Monique, about them not touching stuff in the house, because, you know, the deposit is on Natalie's mom's credit card, but she don't know about it yet. The fellas load into the bus and turn into high schoolers in 2.5 seconds. Curtis and Moolah feel compelled to tell the rest of them that they're straight, and then start asking Carry On about how he moves. He says that he's not sure if he's ever messed with a man before, and then tells them to mind their damn business. They press Gutta on how he identifies, and Gutta says that Gutta is Gutta. Da-da-da. Milan throws out that if he was going to mess with somebody in the house, it would be Moolah, and Moolah feels some kind of way about it. Not because it's a gay or straight thing, but if a big dude like Milan was to press him, he might be in trouble. And just like high school, they question Dylan calling himself the baddest when William is the baddest as well. Therefore, they must fight to the death.
There can be only one.
Dylan says that he heard William was talking mess and is already asking for 60 seconds with just some space and opportunity.
Hitting the air. What did the air do to you?
And this is where they realize that they've made a mistake. See, they're used to fighting from a distance, but Relly is used to actually punching motherfuckers in the face. So he calls middle school big brother rules. If you don't hit him, I'ma hit you. When nary a finger is laid on either of our combatants, Relly bum rushes Dylan into the hedges, making that little boy reconsider his life choices. He got a new mouth hole sliced into his face, twigs and pollen all in his hair, and pure terror in his eyes. Bruh said that he was ready to go home. Natalie comes to figure out what happened. She gets the rundown and goes and gives Dylan a hug. Homie said he got jumped. Always seeking balance in his life, Relly says that he'll fight William so they're square. and big boy Billy is officially not with the shits. William puts up his best windmill technique and security finally jumps in. I'm learning something about the security team. Their contract must give them a 10-second rule. Gotta let the fight go on for 10 seconds before they're contracted to get in the middle. Relly breaks away and attacks William again. So I'm gonna be honest, this was the first strike for me. If this whole season is gonna be this dude attacking everybody for no reason, then I'm not gonna waste my time. Dudes want to squab from time to time, do your thing. But Relly feels like he's justified because that's what Natalie did on her season, and her simple ass tips her cap and says that that's what the fans want. I mean, I haven't seen a proper punch thrown yet. Rel is already doing too much, but I'm gonna pump the brakes and I'm gonna let it live a little bit. Rel has yet another outburst and gets pancaked by security. He gets sent to the dunce chair and has to sit in the bus all by himself because even in the bad boy's house, acting like a petulant child doesn't go over very well. At least this time. Milan confronts Rel about his behavior, and Drunk Logic explains that since he told them he was going to do it, then it shouldn't have been a problem. The handlers come out and play trumpets before Natalie marches out and lays down the law. She says that she knows they're going to fight, and she's cool with that. But if they break anything in the house, she's going to go crimson chin on all of them. Natalie gets Matt to chase Andrew down and see if he can get him back to the house, then sends the fellas to find their sleeping quarters. To squash the beef, William calls over Dylan and Relly promises not to beat them up anymore. How gracious of him. Curtis seems concerned that he won't get to bunk with Moolah, and I think he might be afraid that gay is something that might rub off on him. Albie, surely you jest, finds the master suite and immediately breaks the bed. Gutta is testing Carry-On's resolve, while Milan is ready to square up with Anthony about the broken bedroom. Looks like Anthony may have played a little offensive lineman in high school. Natalie has them all come down for the naming ceremony. Wait, what? No new names? That's lame. Natalie tells the guys that Andrew is a coward and went home after cashing his check. Then Milan felt that there was some unfinished business, so calls Relly out, douses him with some spirits, and then they tussle as they close the episode. Episode 2 picks up right where Milan left off, checking in to see if Relly B knows what's up.
What's up, bitch? What's up, bitch?
So nice to see that they're concerned about each other's awareness. Relly is again pancaked to the floor. Is this part of the plan? I mean, I ain't judging. I'm just asking for a friend. Anthony feels like Milan planned a sneak attack on Rel, so now he wants to instigate round 2. I thought this was Bad Boys, not 9th grade homeroom. They scrap again for a hot minute when security wraps Milan up in a Boston Crab. That's for my old school wrestling fans. And Carry-On comes beefing because his jacket got some Moscato on it. Gutta says that Carry-On needs to get over his off-the-rack cotton blend. And look at Relly's face. What entirely the fuck is this dude on? Moolah says with all these divas, they should have applied for the Bad Girls Club. Natalie brings up to Dylan that Milan had his back, then starts doing too much like Dylan was supposed to go rub this dude's shoulders or something. And Milan's whole deal, trying to set a tone, thinking he's the star, it makes him look desperate for cool points. Rel and Milan squash it, say that they just had to get it off their chest, and Relly has a moment of clarity.
Wait, I might be the problem.
It also feels like Natalie is already setting Dylan up to be punked in the house. I mean, his combat skills may have set the tone, but her occasionally bringing up that he needed someone to fight his battles is consistent with her bully persona. Natalie shows some videos of the fans and their definitions of what a bad boy is to give them some idea of what the folks want to see. William finds the videos motivational, and hey, it's El DeBarge circa 1986. To solidify that delusion is real, Milan says that he believes that everything the fans said was about him, so the rest might as well get on bended knee before their king. Gutta takes the chance to point out that there are folks in the house that are wasting their time, including the 2 straight males. Moolah makes it clear that if any of the gay fellas step out of line, that they gonna get violated. Him and Curtis want to bring in the ladies, and they're quarantining themselves like the He-Man Queen Haters Club. Natalie leads the fellas in a toast, and half of them are mean mugging, and Moolah talking about making changes in the house and demanding that it is only cooch and no glizzies. Since Bruck can't help himself, he questions Carry-On's choices again, trying to figure him out, and considers him and Curtis as team straight. Carry-On is not feeling it. Moolah, bruh, methinks doth protest too much.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Moolah said that he doesn't have an issue one way or the other, but doesn't like Carry-On being sneaky. Oh, so like you not trying to cop some secondhand money team fall off with that logo? Bruh. Now the other fellas are starting to feel some kind of way about Moolah and Curtis's questioning, and a whole lot of finger pointing and clowning on clothes starts. Moolah puts it out there. If Carry On likes the gents, then he can't chill with the all-male review. Oh wait, the Little Rascals? No? King of Queens? Carry On told bruh to worry about himself, and Moolah, needing to show how tough he is, clips Carry On in the face. A scuffle ensues, and Milan steps in front of Curtis so they don't jump Carry On. Then Moolah shows that he is a Rochester fraud. Said that it wasn't about the man's sexual orientation, but about the man beefing with him and him getting upset. If it wasn't about how concerned you were about another man's bedroom antics, it would have never escalated to that point. If you don't worry about another man's pockets, then you shouldn't be worrying about another man's package. And Carry On said that those punches were as light as Williams loafers. Gutta tying the braids up like he's expecting to knuckle up, but instead Milan stole off on Curtis in solidarity for Carry On. Milan, bruh, you are doing, as the kids say, the most.
You don't hit nobody from the back.
There's a joke in there, but I ain't making it. Anthony says if it's a gay thing, the straight dudes are gonna lose. Gutta is bent out of shape because nobody can really fight and told them hoes that they are weak. Moolah is now feeling persecuted for voicing his opinion. He doesn't want anyone being sneaky around him because, you know, that's the issue. Anthony is completely turned up. Told Curtis that he'd be down to fight night and day, night and day, night and day. Then showers him with Casamigos. Natalie has to remind them that they are not getting their deposit back if people are throwing stuff. Dylan and William are looking like new kids at school. A school in a very different neighborhood than they're used to, while Gutta is fighting with the idea of fighting. Then we get who I'm guessing is Lemuel, shaded out like he's in the witness protection program, telling everyone that they can't fight anymore. Cause you know, Natalie didn't say earlier that fighting was okay with her. Natalie points out that they know what they signed up for and have to be prepared for new experiences. Then tries to defuse the argument by claiming that Moolah was merely asking questions, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Milan and Al B ain't having it. Anybody worried about Natalie boxing them out of a spot for a motivational speaker? You good. You good. Natalie asks how Carry On was doing, and he immediately stirs the pot again, telling Moolah that there is going to be smoke all season, and he'll fight him even with his shoes off. Yeah, bro, you got me there. New York City my whole life. I always got shoes on. My feet are sensitive. Next episode, Milan is confronting Moolah about pressing Carry On, and Natalie drags the fellas out to do a red carpet and hang out at the club, and we see somebody getting ragdolled in the bowling alley. So fam, I guess I'm in it. So make sure you come on back and catch the recaps. If you're new around these parts, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, drop me a comment. Who is your favorite and who can you not stand already? Oh, and share the video with your people, or the new dude at your job that you think is kind of weird. And until next time, peace! All right, let's do Bad Boys, Bad Boys. I'm not gonna sing the song, cause that's whack. In the trailer, getting his makeup done, Andrew is still clamoring for camera time, while getting his nose contoured, and a whole lot of finger pointing and clowning on Kurt. Natalie comes out to figure out. Next episode, Milan is cunting. Ew. Come on. One more time. One more again.